Welcome back to Boring Reviews.
Boring land.
Oh, just kidding.
Blasphemer.
Hello,
right.
Boring Review Nation.
Kind of pointless.
We know all things.
All right, welcome back to Boring Reviews. You're killing me. Nick here,
Chris,
and he is here and back once again. I am with my empty studio here as I am packing everything up. Chris, what are you drinking and how are you doing?
I'm drinking water and I'm doing great.
Nice. Was that a Yellowstone cup I just saw?
That was a Yellowstone cup, yeah.
Where'd you get that cup from?
Yellowstone, believe it or not. Yeah, I just got back. It was great. Nice little week trip. So drove about 2,000 miles in 6 days.
He took the folks with him. I was not there, obviously, but they had a good time. They all
for their 40th wedding anniversary. So
Jeez,
you're off the hook for that one now. So we're good there.
whoops. All right,
is not happening.
Speaking of anniversaries and whatnot, it kind of ties into our video today. So it's been a long time since we reacted to Veer Das. He's a very famous comedian, and this guy has this commemoration video or graduation speech that he gives. And this is a video called "Be Stupid." I guess that's his advice to the graduates. This is a request from our community page, so you'll be seeing a lot of these in the coming days. Videos that we did in response to a community request I had to please give us some videos that you want us to do. And so this is by Vicky B. Thank you so much, Vicky B, for responding to the post and by requesting this. Vicky B is not the only one to request this, but definitely reminded me about it. So this is a 20-minute video. So, get your popcorn, sit down, strap yourself in. We're going to enjoy this. Before we do, don't forget that after you're watching the video, or if you like it, go ahead and give us that thumbs up and go ahead and click that subscribe button. It helps us out tremendously. He is not in slow motion. He's just being Chris. Are you ready?
This is a fact. Yes.
All right.
Ready.
In 3, 2, 1.
But apart from my first love, I also write jokes. Now, here's how you write a joke.
Please.
You take a fact, a situation, or a person, and you ask yourself a question. Just any question. What if? How about? Could they? What if? Why don't? And then you add one stupid thing. That's it. That's all a joke is. One stupid thing, you add it, and you have a joke. Now, when you spend your whole life like me looking to write down one stupid thing, you often find yourself doing it. And that's what I came here to talk to you about tonight. Looking for and doing just one stupid thing. Because if you really look around, it's very easy to find. Let's begin with today. This whole ceremony is stupid. It is. It is stupid. We are in the heat dressed like obese silkworms.
So true.
We are wearing hats that you do not have the facial structure to pull off yet. Right? None of you have jawlines. Most of you won't. Too much corn in your diet. A comedian is standing where Lincoln and Obama and Clinton and most importantly, Eva Longoria once stood.
Yes.
At the end of this, I get to call myself Dr. Das, making me the only Indian doctor in the world with zero credibility. I'm stupid. This is stupid. You're stupid. God, you're so stupid. And that's why this is so wonderful. That's my message to you today. Be stupid. Just once, really often. Because when you embrace the stupidity in your life, you really live. The dictionary defines stupidity as a person or situation that showcases a lack of common sense. I submit to you that common sense is overrated.
Definitely.
And much worse than that, it's common. Did you like that? I like that. That's like my thug life moment in the speech.
Nice.
I feel like when the YouTube clips come out, it'll be like me saying, it's common. Pow, 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 pow. I'm sorry, you deserve better. I'm sorry. All right. So here's the question. How do you be stupid? By doing what we just did, by taking 20 seconds before you enter a situation to consider what is ridiculous about it and laughing. And letting that courage, because that's all laughter is, it's courage leading you to do one stupid thing.
I like his glass chalice. It's awesome.
Now I know what you're thinking. Veer, this doesn't sound
You
realistic.
barely drink
But I
any of it.
submit to you that neither is life. Life is not realistic. Life is bold and painful and ecstatic and overwhelming. Why are you trying to cope with that with tepid emotions in your pocket? You're a beast. Be dramatic, be bold, but first be stupid. And start really small. Be
The guy in the
stupid
glasses is
meetings. Most of your life from now on will be spent in meetings. Meetings, guys, are where people pretend to be
I hate
interested in
this,
other
man.
people because they're actually interested in things. Take a second before you go into these meetings and think about how ridiculous they are. Then go in there and say the one thing that you are not supposed to say. Best case scenario, you win them over. Worst case scenario, you are fired, jobless, homeless, but still memorable.
He likes
I
that
promise you, no one remembers the people who agreed with them. If a bald Indian man with spectacles turned around one day and said, hey, we should be an independent country, and everybody around him just went, yeah, all right, he'd just be known as Mohandas. But because people disagreed with him and he had to fight, he's now known as Mahatma Gandhi. Be stupid in love. Get your heart broken. Shoot for way above your league. Say outrageously romantic things. Propose after a week. Go big, go home, probably alone, but do it.
Seriously.
The worst thing that could happen is what? You get a reputation as somebody who is mushy or clingy or needy. And as you get older, you'll realize those words actually mean generous and bold and needy.
Not a positive for that one.
I once wrote down 101 reasons why I loved a girl, and I stood in her garden and yelled them to her window like an
man.
angry stalker Romeo.
That's awesome.
Just, I love the way the brown light hits your eyes. And by point 24, that girl told me she was seeing somebody else. It didn't work out, but I promise you this. Any time in that life, in that girl's life, that she sees a list, be it grocery or to-do, she's going to think, hey, Veer's was bigger. Probably the only situation in her life where she might think that.
Nice.
Send stupid emails.
He couldn't
I'm
handle
serious.
it.
End your emails with things like, yours hungrily. And my favorite, XOXO, $, hash, pound, and that U with the colon above it, that makes it look like you hit your keyboard really angrily, or typed in German, or both. I like to use abbreviations that people can't understand. I end my emails with ha 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 ha, LOM. Just to leave people wondering, laugh out mouth? They'll either love your emails or hate them and show them to everybody, but either way, they will be looking forward to them. Every day, do one stupid thing with your body. Just one, no matter how your body ends up looking. Those are just phases in your life that are dictated by how lonely you are, what magazines you are reading, and whatever the Kardashians are doing. But I'm saying jump for no reason. Dance badly. Never underestimate the power of a pelvic thrust in a public place. Play with your body. Play with your body. It will save your heart when you are losing your mind. I swear to God, once a week I come out of the shower with nothing but a towel on, and I make direct eye contact with my wife and I say, yes, I am. And then I drop the towel and sing, born free as the wind blows. And then I prance around the room naked like a lion in Africa. I'm 5'8". I have no muscles.
You know, I
My
find
body
myself
looks like it
singing
was
that
designed in
same thing.
IKEA.
We're not alone.
If my wife ever finds herself in the presence of another naked man, hey, he may be the flavor of the month, but I'm the king of the jungle, baby.
Yeah.
You think old people regret the push-ups they didn't do, the keto they didn't follow? No, they regret the puddles they didn't jump in, the lifts they didn't fart in, the trees they didn't fall out of, the beds they didn't dive into. There's wisdom in your mind and truth in your heart, but God, there's beats in your ass and fun in your crotch and magic in your hands. I say find it every day. Be stupid in failure and in success.
He's like, oh no.
On the day you lose all of your money, buy yourself an expensive glass of champagne. On the day you become a millionaire, go out and have a 79-cent cheeseburger. Show yourself and the universe that this moment does not own you, you own this moment. Be stupid in friendship. Your friendships are going to change at 4 p.m. today.
Seriously.
You're going to lose people that you are completely yourselves with and run into this world of adults. These adults that you will talk about paying bills and having kids with. But I say to you, you need to retain these people who you talk about splitting bills and making kids with. Never outgrow these people. Keep them in your life. Do what it takes. Show up at 4 a.m., beat up the douchebag boyfriend, open up your couch. Even though everybody tells you to outgrow them, don't, because outgrowing them means growing up, and what's the fun in that? Some of my best friends, we don't meet each other more than once a year, but there's not a thing I wouldn't do, a flight I wouldn't take if I got that phone call. I met them here at this college. They are sitting over there. We smoked cigarettes over there for 4 years, and we will be at Cherry Street later tonight. We have no money. Buy some old people a drink, please. Be a stupid person in the bedroom. I'm not saying put yourself at risk, but once you're in the bedroom, if you're not laughing, that's just not good sex. And if you're laughing too much, or just one of you is laughing, also not good sex. My personal strategy, don't worry about performing, worry about amusing. Tell a joke, ask a question, try something new. Apologize when it doesn't happen. Admit that you were trying something, tell a joke, ask a question, repeat. Be stupid in sickness. Write your will and testament when you have the common cold. Be dramatic about that shit. You might learn something about yourself, like who you actually want at your bedside when that moment comes. Most of you, God willing, are going to have long and healthy lives. But when your body starts to fail you, be stupid so the people around you suffer less. My grandfather was the greatest man I ever met.
Me too.
On his 90th birthday, when his entire family gathered around to pay tribute to him, 300, 400 of us. In the middle of the third speech, my grandfather looked at me and went, shut it down. He wasn't pissed off. There was an ice cream station 200 meters to his right. He picked a vanilla ice cream over the celebration of his own legacy. Now that's a goddamn legacy.
That's awesome.
Be stupid in your grief. You're going to lose people, and you do them a huge disservice if you don't laugh at them when they are gone. Be stupid in arguments. You know, you're going to argue with people about remote controls and about home delivery and what to name your children. Sidebar, if you name your children after fruits or location that is child abuse, please stop. But in those arguments, you will say many, many things that you regret. And hopefully, if you throw one stupid thing in there, if you're lucky, that's all you will remember about that argument. When my wife yells at me, I like to sing songs. That's what I do in fights. She's yelling, I'm like, let it go, let it go. It was way before we met. And in those moments, my wife looks at me like Ma Anand Sheila looks at people from Oregon. But I don't care, because in that moment, I'm doing a violin solo and I need some time. Speaking of which, always have music in your ears. You're the star of your own movie. Please pick the soundtrack. And if your soundtrack doesn't include one stupid, uncool song that makes you feel awesome, you are not having enough fun. For me, Are You Gonna Be My Girl by Jet and Firework by Katy Perry. I do not know what is or why it shoots across the sky, but it makes me feel awesome. Be stupid with your politics, because your politics are already undoing you in that department. Whether you are red, white, blue, right, or left, you know more about politics than any generation before you. The question is, can you do more? How much a leader sticks around is no longer a testament to his abilities, it is a testament to your tolerance. That's how long a leader stays. So how much can you take, and what are you willing to do? Are you stupid enough to take the day off to join the march? Empty your account for the underdog candidate. Stand not with, not alongside, but in front of somebody who is not your kind because they happen to be in danger. Be stupid with your social media, because I have to tell you that validation isn't real. Be careful. You don't have to broadcast fantastic lives that you aren't actually living. What people think about you is none of your business. Don't pollute your moments with other people's opinions. Think about this moment that you're in right now. The sun is in your face, you are hungover, there is sweat dripping into your ass crack, you are trying to decipher what the Indian accent is saying. This is a real moment. Do you really need the thumbs up on Facebook to make you think that this moment happened? I'm not saying don't tweet, don't Instagram, don't Facebook. I'm just saying when you do it without a filter, with a funny face, and never, ever, ever read the comments. Never read the comments.
Whoops.
Okay, when you are reading the comments, please do not reply to the comments.
Whoops.
Okay? When you are replying to the comments, please do not be condescending and defend yourself. Do not feed the troll. That's all I have to say.
Whoops.
When you are feeding the troll, what I like to do is agree with the troll right up top and then disagree with them and drop the mic. It confuses them. What I like to go is, yes, I know my face looks tired and haggard. I woke up fresh in the morning, but then I read your bio twice. Boom. Yes, I know I've put on a little weight. It's all that money I've been making. You'll find out someday. #the struggle is real. Oh yes, I know my last movie flopped, much like your mom did. Never mind. All right.
Oh, snap. Get the man some more water.
Be stupid with your money, please. You're going to lose it all anyway. Governments change, businesses die, economies crash, that's life. But if you want that one thing for yourself, that one stupid thing, that bedazzled Tesla, that monogrammed pit bull, that antique 1923 iPhone, I think you should have it. I spent my whole life not spending my money. My bankers used to come to me every day and they were like, Mr. Das, you have all this money. You need to make your money work for you. So you need to circulate all of your money. And I was like, no. Because this money was circulating before it was mine. Do you know how many dick jokes I had to write to stop this money from circulating? And I still lost all of my money. What's the worst that could happen? You lose your cash, you go broke, and you end up feeling like you do right now? You look pretty happy to me, and you guys are financially screwed right now.
The guy in the back's like, yep.
You are bankrupt.
Gosh, it's almost
You
evil
gave this
now.
college $200,000. They didn't even give you a tent, ladies and gentlemen. All right?
Seriously. This guy.
So spend on that one stupid thing for yourself, except Bitcoin, because that shit isn't real. Be stupid with your ambition. Sure, you want to be a billionaire, CEO, bottle service, but is there one stupid thing that you want to do? Do you want to learn to roll sushi, do Krav Maga, be a jazz drummer? You are never too old to learn a skill or a hobby. You are just too old to be good at it.
I like that.
But I promise you, if you take up one of these stupid things, you would work harder and be much more fulfilled by it. Taking the escalator to the higher office is very, very easy. But playing the intro to Stairway to Heaven, that shit is hard. I don't have kids, but I say be stupid with family. Nobody has perfect childhoods, remember that, including the kids you're about to have. So forgive your parents, love your parents, and do one stupid thing with your parents. One more. When you are done teaching them what Alexa is and paying the bills and putting their teeth by the table, do one more stupid thing. Hit the strip club, smoke a joint, play gin, drink gin, whatever you like. But do it. In my house, we drink tea. We have many cups of tea because more tea means more conversation. We have 3, 4, 5 cups in a row, and then we tell each other it's getting late, and we go to sleep and can't sleep because we're too caffeinated. Then we wake up in the morning and drink more tea because of how sleepy we are. That's my house, just wide-eyed, clockwork orange Pico Darjeeling drinkers with jittery arms and like shaky conversation. My house is a crack house with great conversation. Everybody will tell you that you can't choose your family. That's bullshit. You can't pick your family, but you can choose them every single day. or at the very least, you can choose another cup of tea. The final thing I'll tell you is if you're an artist, be stupid in your art. You must. Where did I learn to do that? Here, at Knox College. I had never written a joke before in my life. It was 2 a.m., I was in Seymour Library, writing a paper for Roy Anderson's class, and something happened. I decided I was going to be a comedian. I printed 100 posters using the copy code from the Career Center. Thank you, Terry. For a show called Brown Men Can't Hump. It's not offensive. We have 1.3 billion people. Clearly somebody's humping, all right? But at 2 a.m., I plastered Seymour and the other buildings with those posters. I hadn't written one joke yet, but the poster was up, which meant I had to come through. I gave myself a month and a half, and I wrote 90 minutes of what barely qualified as jokes. And the first time I ever did stand-up was at Kresge over there for 500 of my friends. And from that day onwards, I was a comedian. Because of one stupid thing. A poster at 2 a.m. A stupid thing. A poster that was the answer to the question, hey, what if there was a brown George Carlin? And at the end of my routine, there wasn't. And there never will be. It's been 16 years. 16 years later, this college asked me to come back here and stand where Lincoln and so many qualified people stood. I don't know. Maybe I'm your one stupid thing. So I want to thank you for this honor. I'd like to thank Ivan Davidson and Liz Metz and Bob Whitlatch for changing my life in a real, tangible way. It's time for me to go home now, to my home in Slovenia, a beautiful country in once communist Europe. So before I leave you today, I say, be stupid. Just once, often, unapologetically, and deliberately. What's the worst thing that could happen? Somebody will call you stupid? Somebody will tell you that your whole life is a joke? I'm saying you should be that somebody. I'm saying you should own it. And on the day when your life flashes before your eyes, be it on your deathbed or just creepily every day on Instagram, you'll be laughing. And laughter is courage. That's all I know how to tell you. I have no wisdom. I'm a comedian. I just want to see you laugh some more. Congratulations to the graduating class of 2018. My name is Veer Das. All the best. Have a wonderful future, guys.
Wow. So when I saw the title for this, when he's giving this speech to Knox College, when I saw the title, I was like, okay, here's a comedian who's going to do like a comedic set at a graduation ceremony. And, you know, we'll see how funny it is. I did not think that he was going to, you know, take a more serious route. I mean, he's talking about things of levity, but he's taking a more serious route, trying to give that advice to these young kids, which makes a lot of sense because that's what happens at the graduation ceremonies. But I didn't think it was going to get as real as it did. That was super impressive, and that was good advice. Most of it.
I was expecting him to be serious with it, just because I've seen a lot of those sort of graduation speeches, or quite a few of them, and it's always tied into something that person is specialized in, and I don't know, just the title "Be Stupid." I figured, and I was like, it's gonna be funny, but it's gonna have some sort of deeper meaning to it. So I was expecting that. And I liked what he said, especially about friendships. Be with people that you can be stupid around, because those are the people that you have the funnest time. You can be yourself with. You're around people that don't like you for who you are, or, your little quirks, then they're kind of wasting your time. So
yeah, there was a lot of points in there that I honestly took and said, wow, that's a really good idea, or that's a good point. Obviously the whole overall mantra of be stupid, do stupid things. I feel like I live by that to a certain degree. I mean, I'm here with my brother. I'm wearing a Superman hat, for crying out loud. I'm in almost my 40s. And we're talking about a speech on YouTube. I mean, in a lot of ways, you can say that's a pretty stupid thing, but it's what I enjoy. I loved what he said about people. We have no right to people's opinion about us. So don't even worry about it. If you say something at a meeting and no one laughs, which I've been there many, many times, then at least you're still trying. You're trying to do something different. I've always felt that I've got to be myself at all times, not over the top, but just myself. Because if I can't be myself, then I'm not going to be happy. And so I love that he mentioned that in one way or another in that speech. I mean, there's so many good things that he mentioned right there. I especially love how he ties it into his life, where he said the stupid thing I did 2 a.m. in the study hall was I made a poster for a comedy show I hadn't yet written, and I'd never written a joke before, but this is what I wanted to do. In life, you've got to take that plunge sometimes. And, it's not always going to work out the way it did for him. I'm sure he worked his butt off, but to 16 years later be giving that speech there, he's been in countless movies. He's got comedy shows. He's got, I'm sure a few pennies to rub against each other. I think that's awesome. But you're not always going to have that result. Sometimes you're going to be like us, where we have a moderate YouTube channel where we're not really retiring from our jobs but it's just something we enjoy doing. And yeah, the comment section or our friends can be like, oh, this guy, these guys, they're a bunch of weirdos, but it really doesn't matter. I love that speech. That was awesome.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely worthwhile advice, because it was real world advice. It wasn't, it's beyond college advice. These people, they've already gone through the academics. They've learned everything they need to learn for their specific field. But then there's that other part of living and making a career, which is to also take those things and apply them to yourself, but still be yourself. And that's what's going to give you an edge in finding your niche of happiness. Because you're right, if you can't be yourself, you can't be happy. You got to be comfortable with who you are.
Yeah, because like you said, you're not going to be happy. If you're not who you are, then you're trying to be somebody else, and you're spending a good part of your life trying to be someone else. It doesn't sound like fun. Now, obviously, I am a big believer in at the right place at the right time. You got to be a professional at work if that's the way it is, or this or that. But, for example, I mean, I just love the speech because it justifies my life so much. Last night, I'm up for a few hours on the weekend, and I'm playing an online game called Command and Conquer, where I'm getting my butt kicked from probably some, teenager across the world who's also playing. All you do is just get a name there. And it's not doing anything for my bank account. It's not doing anything for my family, but it's just something I enjoy doing. And so, you just got to do those things in life. You've got to take care of your family. You got to take care of yourself and make sure that stuff's taken care of. But I believe if I don't have fun, if I don't watch a movie every once in a while, this or that, then I'm just going to go crazy because there's just too much going on. And then I like what he said too, because if you don't do these things, you're not going to be happy. Then when I get those stupid stuff out of the way, then I'm fueled up and I'm ready to, do the serious things and take care of stuff and do it with a bigger smile on my face, because I was able to, whatever it is, lay off some steam, whatever that phrase is, by playing some stupid computer game that I enjoy.
Absolutely, 100%. I mean, I love computer games myself. I think last night I was playing World of Warcraft, and then afterwards I started to work on some writing, because I'm still technically on my vacation from work. I go back tomorrow. But either way, it was just really nice to relax, and especially take this time, with the old folks, go out, travel a bit. And, now that I've done that, it's kind of been like my summer little vacation, if you will. Now I can go back to work. I'm not going to be whistling and smiling my way through. But, at least, being from the same year where I had COVID-19, couldn't leave the house for 5 weeks, to being able to go on a massive road trip to Yellowstone, that was awesome. Most of life isn't trips to Yellowstone. Most of life is working and the grind. But if you can take those moments and enjoy the breaths of fresh air, go for it. If you're denying that to yourself, doing yourself a great disservice.
Well put. Couldn't say any better myself. With that being said, we hope you enjoyed our reaction to this speech. Let us know what are some of the points that we missed out on that you thought were important, or maybe not missed out on, but we just didn't mention. Let us know what are some other videos in this realm if you enjoy this that you would love to see our reaction to. Thank you so much for watching with us. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time.
Take care.